Hello everyone, this is my channel Learn Web Technologies. Today we will talk about CSS Navigation Bar. Having easy to use navigation is important for any websites. With CSS, you can transform boring HTML menus into a good looking navigation bar. What is navigation bar? Navigation bar is equivalent to the list of links. A navigation bar needs standard HTML as a base. I will show you one example. In this example, I will build the navigation bar from a standard HTML list. Okay, this is the same example we are using in the previous video, and this is the HTML part for the scene, and this is the CSS. So I'm just removing all CSS and removing all HTML from here and going and refresh this so it's a blank window. Now I'm creating a UL tag. Inside UL, I'm just adding a tag, and inside this, I'm adding home. So same, I'm adding some more content. So basically, I added the four links to the UL tag. Okay, just go there and refresh. So you can see here a bullet line is coming. For removing bullet line, what you will do? So I want to remove the bullets and some margin and padding from the list. Okay, so for that, what you have to write? You have to write list style type is none. What this property does, it removes some basically bullet points. Navigation bar does not need any just bullet points. Okay, now I'm adding a set margin and padding 0. This is basically remove the default margin and padding. Okay, so this code, whatever we write till yet, this HTML and this CSS is a standard code which we use in both vertical and horizontal navigation bars. So you will see the like horizontal navigation bar and vertical navigation bar. So now first I will create a vertical navigation bar. To build a vertical navigation bar, you can style the A tag elements inside the list is this is this tag. LIA is display. A tag is a A tag is an inline property. If you will see, then hover property is coming. So I'm adding a block level here and adding a width, some width here. Okay, just remove, just refresh this. So for that, what this display property does, it basically displaying the links as a block elements makes the whole area clickable, not just the link, not just the link. It allows us to specify the width and padding margin, height, etc. if you want. If you want to apply in this, you can apply. If you want to apply here some padding and px, so it's coming. If you just remove this, then it's not coming to the top and bottom. Okay, so that's why we had applied this. Okay, if you can also set the width of UL and remove the width of a tag. This will also produce the same result whatever we are using in the previous one. Now we will do a little bit beautifying this. We are adding some gray background and change the background color of the links when the mouse is over them. So for that, I'm adding a background color here is F1, F1, F1. Okay, and LIA hover. I'm adding background color is 555 and color is white. Just save and then refresh. Now you will see when I'm hovering this, It is little bit modifying. Okay, so you can remove this underline also if you want. Text decoration none. So this line is not coming now. Okay, so for displaying block property, if I'm not adding a display block here in a tag, then you can see the, if you are going to blank area, then the hover property will not work and the click is also not working. Okay, so when if you're up, if you go to the link tag, only the text available, then its hover is coming. So that's why we are applying block here, so it will cover the whole area. If we will go it, if user will click here, then it's also navigate to that page. So that's why we are adding this. Now I want to add an active class here to the current link, so that let the user know which page he or she is on. For that, what you have to write, you just add a class here and add active class here, and just add active is background color green and color is white. Just save and then refresh. It's not coming white. Why it's not coming white? Okay, because I mistakenly add something. So this is basically the user knows this, we are in the home page. Okay, now I want the adding this link to the center and add a border. So for that, you have to add, you can add a text align center property in align tag or text align center. Okay, just save. You can add this here also, whatever you like. You want to do in a UL tag, you can add in a UL, you can add a LI tag, you can do also here. Now I want a border property to the UL tag and add a border around the navbar. If you also want the border inside the navbar, and add a border bottom to all LI elements except the last one. For that, firstly I'm just adding the border here for the outline. 1 pixel solid is hash 555 is dark gray color. So it will cover the whole area. Now I want the inside li. For that, you have, this is basically li, so you have to add in a li border. Bottom is 1 px solid hash 555. Just save and then refresh. Now the last li is double the border is coming, because it's taking the UL border and it's also taking the LI border, so it's taking two borders. So for that, we want to remove the last child, last child border button is 0. Just save and refresh. Now it's coming on a single border. Okay, so now it's looking something little bit beautiful. Okay, when you hover this, it's looking good. You can add padding here if you want. If you want padding, you can add padding. If you want some pixel, is font size is 14 px. Save and then refresh. Now you can see this looks good. Okay, if you want this, if you want to remove this, why it's coming, basically you can see, you can do an inspect element and you can see it's taking a margin 8 of body tag, so you can remove the margin of 8 px also, so that navigation bar start from the here. For that, you can add a body, margin is 0. Save and refresh. It's coming from the top. Okay. Now you can see sometimes you will see a fixed sidebar from the bottom and the right panel is scrollable. So for that, what you can do? Now I'm adding when the UL tag is 25%, it's taking 25%. Okay. And height is 100%. And basically I'm doing a fixed side nav bar 100%. Okay. And just save, refresh. No, it's nothing position will height is not taking 100%. Why it's not taking 100%? Because we did not add a position till yet. Position fixed. Okay, save and then refresh. Now it's taking a full height. If you will add a content here, then if this part right side part is scrollable, rest is this part is not scrollable. You can I will show you how you can add a div here. And you can add a class here, main content, and add a p tag here. This is learn web technologies. Just copy this and paste it many times. So scroll will come. Okay. If you will save, then you can see this is taking the left from the left. For that, what you can do, what you have to do, you can do a little bit styling of the main content, whatever we are width taking for the left side panel of the navigation bar, same margin left you will apply to the main content. Okay, now you can add some padding here. Okay, now you can see this. Only the right side content is scrollable, left side panel is fixed. Okay, so this is basically a fixed side nav bar. This example might not work in the mobile screens. We will talk about this in how we will work in a mobile device later. Firstly, we will talk about the horizontal nav bar. Okay, for that, I'm just removing all this from here. I'm just adding, remove the CSS only. Okay, just save and then refresh. Okay, this is coming if you are using only as HTML. Now for the for the horizontal navigation bar. Basically, there are two ways to. So, firstly, I'm just removing this bullet points and margin padding from this. Okay, just save. And now I'm adding some background color here. Okay, it's coming. Now I'm just adding a inside a tag, so it will look like this. Okay, there are two ways to create a horizontal navigation bar. Firstly, using inline, and secondly is floating items. So firstly, we will talk about inline list items. One way is to build a horizontal navigation bar is to specify the li elements as an inline. You just remove from, you can just write li is display inline. Why you are mentioning this? Because you want li is a single line. Okay, if you will refresh this, then it will come like this, because by default Li elements are block level elements. Here we are removing the line breaks before and after each list items to display them on one line. If you will remove this and refresh this, then all elements coming because Li is taking the block level element. Li is by default a block level element. For that, I'm just adding a inline element. Okay. Now, floating, you can do a floating items also. Another way to create a horizontal navigation bar is to float the Li elements and the specify a layout for the navigation links. Float left, use float left to get block elements to slide next to each others. You can apply and CSS, any CSS to beautifying this. Okay, you can just remove this and add a float is left here. Okay, you can add a PR here. So it will come in okay. This is also coming in a single line. Okay, you can whatever you want. I like the display inline little bit more, so I'm using display inline here. Okay, so you can apply both ways. Both ways are correct basically. You can apply any CSS for beautifying this. When the I'm adding a add dark background color here and change the background color of the links when user mouses over them. For that, I'm just adding 333 here and LIA is display block. Just save. Why it's coming, and if you will do a display float left here, then it will come in a single line. Okay, if you will do a display inline, so you just remove from here. Okay, you can add a color is white. Just save and then refresh. Add some padding and text separation, none is also done. You can add a hover property here, like a hover this background. Just save and then remove hash. You can see something is ULS like you are applying a padding is here. So if you are applying display block and you are applying float here, what's going on? Okay, basically text is coming, so that's why. So basically, what is happening here? It's not taking the full height. Okay, when you are going to the why it's not taking full height, because whenever we are using float property, if you are using float here, you can just add a padding here. That's it. Okay, and you can apply a e tag hover, ally hover. You can also apply inline block here. Okay, it's just simply I will show you how it's coming. Now I will got it. You can just add a hover here. Okay, what is happening here? This is the main. It's taking the a little bit more height. For that, what you can do, you just add a display align block. Okay, just say now you can refresh this because we are using display align here. So inside this you can use a display. If you are using display block property, then it it's taking the full height and it's converting into horizontal to navigation, vertically navigation bar. Okay, you can also apply an active class here. Background you can apply green and color is white. Just save and then refresh. So user will know which page he or she is on. You can add a border right property to align to create link dividers. Border right is 1px solid. Just save and then refresh. It is basically a divider. You want to remove from the last one, you can remove lia li last child border right is 0. Just save and then see. Okay. If you basically this is you can fix this also from the top and bottom also. Fixed position might not work properly in mobile devices, so I'm just showing fixed top first. For that, I'm just adding a position fixed here and top is 0 and width is 100%. Just save and then refresh. Now it's fixed on the top. You can apply some content is hiding inside this. For that you can, we have a class of main content. You have add a margin top 100 px from top. You can apply a little bit lesser. You can apply some. Okay, so if you will scroll this, and this content is coming from this content is fixed from the top. Okay, you can also fix this from the bottom also. Some website footer you will see sometimes it's fixed on the bottom. For that, what you can do is you just add a bottom here, bottom just 0 and just remove. Now header is coming bottom. Okay, I will show you one more example, an example of gray navigation bar with a thin gray border. For that, what you can write is, firstly I'm just adding a top so it will show you. Okay, then I'm adding a gray border in UL. E7 E7 E7. Okay, this is basically a gray border and adding a F3 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 here, and LIA color is no, actually I want to do this in UL type basically. Okay, and adding a border into here also. 1px solid hash E7 E7 E7. Just save and then refresh what is happening. It's not looking good basically, so I'm just adding a little bit different as F3 F3 F3. Just save and then refresh, and inside a tag is 666. Its color is white basically. So now you will see it's, I'm removing the basically this line Now you can see, and removing some padding. Now you can see this header will look little bit good. You can change the hover also. You can change the hover. Background is green and color is white. Now you will see it's looking good. Now I will show you how to make a sticky navbar. This is basically top fixed, and you also see the bottom fixed. Now I will show if this header is between the content of this, then how you will stick to the top when its user scroll this. For that, I'm adding this content from here. Okay, and removing the fixed property from here. Just remove. So basically, you can see it's coming inside, basically between of the content. For that, if you want, if user scroll to the top, then it stick on the top. Add position sticky here. Now you will scroll and go to the up, then you this is stick to the top. Okay, now if you go down, then it's not stick. If you will go up, then it stick to the top. Okay, this is basically a good way to do a sticky navbar. Okay, a sticky elements toggle between relative and fixed depending on the scroll position. If position relative until a given offset position is met in the viewport, then it stick in place like position fixed. You can use position is WebKit sticky. This is basically for the Safari browsers. Okay. Internet Explorer and Edge 15 and earlier versions do not support sticky positions. Safari requires WebKit prefix. You must also specify at least one property, this one, top right, bottom left for sticky position elements. Okay, this is also not work in a mobile browsers. You can see this is not look good in a mobile browser if you will refresh this. Okay, this is not responsive basically. For that, what you can write, you just added a viewport initial scale 1.0. Okay, now you can apply a CSS. You can just go to the mobile browsers. Okay, it's not looking good basically. For that, what you can write is you just write a medium, max width is 600 px. Okay, and you just add in UL tag what we are writing here. Firstly, I'm just fixing this to the top, position fixed, top 0. Just save. Okay, now if you want to see it like this, you can see. Now otherwise, if you want a vertical, You can add a display block here. It's coming in 4 lines. So how you will do it like this? You want this in a full line. So you can do. You can just add a comma here and like this, then it will come. So how this type this how you will do it like in a mobile responsive also. Okay. If you want any change, anything you can do, you can apply it here. Any CSS you want, like you want color change, you can font size increase, anything. If you want an increase font size here, so you can write it like this font sizes 30px, whatever you like. I'm just adding in. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you guys for listening, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.